Okay, today is January 20th, 2019. We're here at the Packard Oaks, and Dad is going to tell the story about Point Wales trip in Alaska.
I had 14 villages that I was responsible for as a dentist with the U.S. Public Health Service, and one of them was Point Wales, which we only got to one time. And I went to combined it with Shishmaref, which is up on the northern part of the Alaskan Peninsula out there, and you're up at the Bering Straits there and the Arctic Ocean. Anyway, we flew in with bush plane, and they let me off in Shishmaref, and I was stuck there for 2 weeks, and did all the dental work, and didn't couldn't get out because of the bad weather and the snowstorms. And in fact, while I was there, a Catholic priest for the Catholic Church was there because that village happened to be Catholic, and uh, we had some long discussions, and me being a returned missionary, I was able to talk about the Savior and that he was different than God the Father. And this really, I could show him from the New Testament that they were two different peoples, or why would he pray, or why would he fast, or why would he go off to be by himself to pray to the Father. And when he was baptized, and on and on. There's great scriptures on that subject. And finally, he just threw up his hands, kind of, and says, "Well, uh, God is a mystery, and that's the beauty of it." In other words, we don't understand God, and it's not meant for us to understand Him. So anyway, but they believe that He's one and the same with the Savior, and that He has no body or parts or passions. And He's, as you know, the Catholic Church is a long ways off from what the truth is. Well, after a while, I knew I had to get to the next village, which was Point Wales, which was following the ocean. Uh, it was straight west of Shishmaref. And so anyway, three dog teams. They're teenagers, not they were teenagers, probably early 20s. They had dog teams, and they were going to transfer me over to Point Wales. Took 2 days on the trail, and we had a great time. We stayed overnight in a little dugout kind of thing with sod on the beach there, and slept in our sleeping bags and things. Well, anyway, while we were going across there, that's where I found some of the artifacts on the beach, uh, more than anywhere else, because they come from Japan, and through the currents and things like that, they would end up there. And that's what this is right here, is a Japanese float. It still has the netting on it, not the white netting here, but this black netting is what was holding. It's a Japanese float that they attached to the fishing nets, and I was able to find and bring that down to us, and we kind of hang it out of the way of the grandkids so they don't play with it or break it. But I did reach on into Point Wales, and it's interesting. It's right out on the peninsula. It's the furthest you can go west and still be in the United States of America, unless you're in Hawaii or something. I don't know if that goes that far or not, but it's a long ways out there, and only 30 miles across the ocean from Siberia, Russia. And when we arrived there, the drifts of the snow were so deep that they had to dig down to make a little trail with the walls way high to get into the front door of some of those houses. And anyway, I was able to set up in the school. They have a BIA school room, and set up and took care of the dental needs of Eskimos that lived there. I can't remember the population. The smallest population of all of my villages was 85 people, and the largest was 200. And I had 14 villages that I would get into however I could get in. And this happened to be by dog team.